Hey, scrappy peeps and designer friends. This is Lisa from the Cherry on Top and Creative Design Studio. I've got a new tumbler mock-up out upon request. It is very similar to my other versatile tumbler mock-up, but someone asked for a straight version, and that's what I've done here. I had another person asking me, how do I work this rather extensive, as you can see over here by the layers. How do I work this template? So I thought I'll really quickly go through some of the details over here. I guess it depends on the program that you have. Obviously, if you do not have a program where you can see layers like this, then this particular part of the tumbler won't work so well. But there are other simpler versions where all you have to do is paste right over the top and then that's no problem. But that I think is pretty much self-explanatory. Otherwise, if you are wondering how to work with all these layers, let me show you real quick some of the features, if you will. Well, this background is covering a lot of cool stuff there in the back. Of course, you could get into your hues and saturations and change this wood look back here. You can make it darker, you can make it lighter, or you can get rid of it entirely and put your own background in there. I'm gonna get rid of both. See, I have this as an alternative background or an alternate background too, or you could just copy and paste something in there if you'd like. As you can see, there's all kinds of different layers. So I thought I'll just get rid of these and we'll start from the bottom, if you will, and we'll work our way up. So what you would want to do, perhaps, if you were selling particular designs, you could plug in all three of your designs. I'll show you it super fast. Let me just take one of my designs, create a clipping mask, and then, and slide it over, and you can see what I mean. You just go ahead and you get your pictures, just crop and move and change until it's just where you want it. We'll just go real fast just to show you kind of sort of how to do that. Okay, and you get the idea for this part. Okay, and this way you could show off 3 different designs that you've made. And then you have so many other options, because yeah, I make mock-ups because I design, and so I need mock-ups, and I thought, well, I need it anyway, so let me make something super easy for you guys, as easy as it is for me, because then you can use them over and over. As you can see over here, I have this merged layer. And what we can do is, this one looks super cool. Let's just slap that one in there. This you can find in Plus if you like these sugar skull designs. They're found in Plus. And that is the de la Muertes, of course. Okay, see, you see a little bit of the yellow over here. You might have to nudge some things, go up and go down, but that's the beauty of this template. See, you can see it changing a little bit there. You can go up, you can go down and make it just perfect, okay? And if you get rid of these guys, that'll go away as well. Or this is the shadow. If you don't like the shadow, you can get rid of the shadow. Let me show you again. See, here's the shadow. And there it is. Another thing you could do is if you want a more intense shadow, double click real fast here, and then you can see, you can really see that, really make it intense. Don't worry about that little yellow background back there. It's only because of that little piece. You could always nudge and move or crop. See, I just nudged it a bit and now the yellow's gone. So it just depends. Sometimes even your software program will do that. Okay, so now you can see that. That's one kind of way to, oh, you'll probably want a pretty background. I think the black would probably look the best. Or you could make that wood look that I had back there. You could darken it and make it really dark. See, I think that makes a neat contrast. You can go with a more realistic thing. But anyway, you can choose any kind of background you want. But that's kind of fun. And then you could move these over to the side if you wanted to. Let's see, we'll have to take our shadow with us if we want the shadow. You can always delete it. See, on the super dark background, it's even hard to see it to begin with. But then you can just click on the layers. You'll need the straws probably, and you'll need the lids. I tried to mark it a little differently than what I normally do for this. See, and then you could slide it over. And then you could do it like that, and you can get it right there in the middle, and that could be a way to show off your designs. Ta-da! I really like that. I think that looks cool. Let's undo that. Okay, I'm going to leave that, and now let's get rid of these things here. And then I'll just make these invisible. And as long as you save as a different name, especially in this program that I'm working in, it won't make any changes, and then you're good. Or you could always duplicate it. In the beginning, I didn't know that, and I just kept duplicating everything, and that's okay too. Maybe you like these little sidebars. See how that just got a little smaller? And then you could add in different colored papers. And that's another option. Trying to do this as quickly as possible. There you go. Slide it into place. Right click, left click, create a clipping mask, and then you have that. So that's another option. And then I even had this option. You could add another little color. As you can see, I would probably take some yellow or maybe just this really awesome pink and put that in, or even the blue, and you can do that. And then, yes, of course, this way you really have like a gorgeous presentation to give, because it's known in design bundles, the nicer your presentations are, the more you're going to sell those things. Okay, and then I still have this on top. Let's see if I get rid of that. And then I have that where you could just put a paper there. I'm pretty sure you can see that how it is, but let me go ahead and just put it there just to make sure. And you just put the paper over whatever layer it is you want to cover. Right click, create a clipping mask, slide it exactly to where you need it, reposition it however you need it, okay? Like this. Okay, let's see, what else can you do? Let's just get rid of all of these details so we only have that one background. That's kind of nice and easy to see. You can get rid of this shadow, and you can get rid of this merged thing here. Let's release this clipping mask. And what you can do is just show off one. If you want to just show off one, let's take the middle one maybe. We'll go like that. And we'll take that and we'll put it over that. Right click, create a clipping mask. And now we have it just over the one. And then we just have to go and make all these invisible. But just so you know, also provided in this folder is a little guy all on its own. Oh, I erased the wrong one. It's a little guy all on its own. I still got the wrong one. There he is. Okay, so then you have that. And of course you can move it around. I just click on the layers that are needed, like 3 layers, and you can, oops, yeah. Okay, but you see what I mean. And then you can move this guy all around to wherever you want. But here I have just a simple PNG of that. And let's see, how might you work that? Let's just slide that one in again. And then we'll right click, create a clipping mask. And you know what's super cool is I also went to make sure that you could do this in the software that they have available for Plus members. So you position it and you do your design exactly how you want it. See, I'm dragging it down just a little bit there from the top. And you could go in and make these things other colors too. Well, maybe we should do it just real fast to show you what I mean. Let's get some of a very different color here so we can get some good contrast. And we'll put it here. See? You could do that too, and then you could do it again for another color, whatever. You can add a bevel if you want. Go to your effects. These are not custom. These are actually custom made for me. Because I use lots of effects on my design. See, you can go in and you could try to make it a little more realistic that way if you want. But there you go. There is the versatility of tumbler mockup. This is a straight tumbler mockup. That's my new one. And the other one is a regular, a tapered one. Here is the tapered one. This is a regular one. I just wanted to show you that you can indeed go head over to Design Bundles and check out Designscape. And here, see, it's very similar to the program I just showed you, which was Photoshop Elements. But see, here's all those same layers that I showed you. Let me just erase the background maybe so you can see where is the big background. There it is. See? And it's all just pretty similar to what I showed you, which makes it really fun, I thought. And you can play with it in almost the same way you can. What you would do is you would just open up a window somewhere on the side here, kind of like this, and just slide in your designs and position them and play with it just like I did here in this one. Thanks so much for checking out Creative Design Studio. Happy designing!